Hello, everybody. My name is Juan Piñeiro, and I'm an assistant professor and extension dairy specialist for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, Department of Animal Science. And today is my personal and professional pleasure to introduce Dr. Jennifer Spencer, also assistant professor and extension dairy specialist with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, Department of Animal Science.
Thank you for having me on here as well. So I grew up in Boise, Idaho, and I went to the University of Idaho for my bachelor's, master's, and PhD. And my specialty was in reproductive physiology. And I was under Dr. Amin Amzada for the entire time. I actually didn't grow up on a dairy, but I wanted to go to school to be a vet. And then once I started to experience some of the dairy classes, it really sparked an interest. And I think it's a really interesting industry. And there's, things that are constantly changing and very unique technologies that have been coming out.
And talking about technologies and regarding the topic today is a little bit about that, right? If you could explain this to the audience and to people listening to this podcast, what is Southwest Dairy Days?
So Southwest Dairy Days is an annual event that we hold here in Texas for not only producers, allied industry members, but also the community and family and friends. They want to learn a little bit about the dairy industry and what's going on in the dairy industry. So every year we host the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension hosts, along with one of the great producers in the state of Texas, this event to kind of highlight any new technologies that they've implemented on their farm, or even different management strategies that are unique. And so producers can learn, but also community can learn a little bit more about what the dairy producers are doing and why they've made those choices.
Mm-hmm. And when this program started, and what technologies did this program highlighted in the past?
So this started, Dr. Ellen Jordan actually started this up in 2008. And she started going back and forth between the Panhandle and then Central Texas to highlight kind of different regions, because the two regions in Texas, they really differ in, climate, crops, soil that are available in those areas. So it's really unique to kind of get both producers looking at what each other are doing in their different areas. And some of the technologies that have been highlighted in 2019, it was actually an automatic milking system or robotic milking system. Precision technologies like pedometers or rumination collars that can track steps and help detect heat, and also lying time. So cow comfort has also been a part of that. Producers have been very vigilant on cow comfort. They really care about their cows. Also manure management, nutrition, reproduction, health. Those have all kind of been highlighted throughout the years.
And when and where is going to take place this year, and what technologies are going to be highlighted this year?
So this year is actually going to be the first year that it's going to be in the north central part of Texas. It's going to be in Scotland and Windthorst area. And it's also going to be unique because we'll go to 3 different robotic dairies. So be able to see the different technologies or the ways that they have been using their systems and differences that they have between those farms. And so the topics that are going to be discussed are going to be cow comfort, and also, just the milking system, precision technologies, some new management strategies with dry cows, how a producer is managing their dry cows, close-up cows, also retrofitting their milking, their existing barn to become a automatic milking system. So it's really neat, and we're bringing in other speakers from like New York and Minnesota that they'll be talking about those. They have no background, and then they'll be able to discuss that a little bit more in depth and explain it to producers, but also be able to explain it to the community.
And what time is it going to start, and what is the schedule going to look like?
So this year, we're going to start at 8 o'clock, but the buses that will take people on the tours will actually start at 8:30, and there will be a rotation of buses. So if you miss one bus, there'll be another bus that comes by and picks you off drops you off at the first dairy, and then you can catch the next bus to the next dairy. And these dairies are all very close, and they're very close to the central location, which is going to be KFC Hall in Scotland, Texas. And that information, the address and everything, is on our website, as well as our Facebook page, Texas Dairy Matters. And so the speakers are also going to be giving talks. They'll be giving talks at specific times. So we'll have, 5 to 10 minute talks that these speakers will do, but these tours are going to happen in the morning. But we're going to have lunch at noon, and have some speakers during lunch. And there's also going to be inside the KFC hall is where we're going to have the sponsor booths. So every year we get a bunch of sponsors that, donate money, but they get to kind of show off their business and what they do, and how they're unique. And it really helps with producers learning, but also, younger generations that may want to learn about job opportunities, or even the community that they've heard about that company. They just don't know what they do, and, maybe how they're impacting their lives. So it should be really good. We're hoping to get a great number of attendees this year. And if you are interested in joining us, please feel free.
And sounds like a great opportunity for networking. So who should attend to this event?
So anybody can attend, and it's a free event, and you can come at any time. If you want to stay for a couple of hours or whatever, you don't have to stay the entire time, because it'll go from 8 until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But anyone could come. Dairy producers usually come. We've got the allied industry representatives, academics, they come, students will come, community and family and friends of the dairy producers. And so it should be a good, diverse group of people that attend.
Well, thanks a lot, Jennifer. Do you have any final comments?
If you do want to attend and you want to learn a little bit more information, feel free to reach out to Dr. Piñeiro or myself, and we can give you that information.
Thank you so much for your time today. And look forward to seeing you all on October 28th for the Southwest Dairy Day. Thank you very much.